Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of the Postal Code Unknown video podcast for Sunday, June 18th of 2017. Radical Dreamer here. Welcome back. Just wanted to give you guys a shorter episode today, just give you an idea of practical tip that comes in the form of an object with a little story to go with it. So without further ado, I'm actually wearing it. This is a shirt that I picked up in a place called Kiama, which is on the south coast of New South Wales, just I think maybe a couple hours south of Sydney. It was one of my favorite stops in the 2 months that I spent driving around Australia for a couple of different reasons. One, they've got this awesome blowhole there that when the weather's right, shoots water up through, and there's a couple of different viewing platforms that you can go see it from, and it's really spectacular. It's something that's definitely worth seeing if you're in the area, and definitely worth taking the time to go down to. With that said, also there's some incredible walking trails along the cliffs that I thought were absolutely spectacular. There's a old surfers beach called the Boneyard that's nearby. There's Kiama just seems like a place that I'd love to go back to at some point. So one of the reasons why I got this shirt. Sometimes it's easier to sort of get souvenirs that are practical, even if they are a bit kitschy. But with that said as well, I think one of the most impressive parts about what I saw in Kiama was a rock pool. There's one that's near the information center. There's a parking area, and there are these rock pools that are sort of littered around the coast in Australia, where they're sort of fenced off areas. They have ocean water. They're not actual pools, but they're set in stone, so while you're swimming around, you can actually see the waves crashing in. And this one was particularly well put together, and my favorite, I think, of all the ones that I saw when driving around. So definitely worth taking the time to visit. If you're in the area, if you're in New South Wales in Australia, Kiama was spectacular. The other thing that I wanted to sort of mention also, when I was driving around, one of the reasons why I got a polo shirt, I don't wear a whole lot of these, it's something I probably might want to try to fix. I ran into a couple, an elderly Australian couple, some people might call them grey nomads, that had spent 7 months in an RV around in the United States. And it was interesting to sort of hear some of their feedback as far as places that they'd been, things that they'd liked, things that were surprising to them, that someday I might be able to put to use if I were to make my own trip around the States like that. But one of the best practical pieces of advice, especially because Australia has so much sun and sort of like a lowered ozone layer than other areas, so it's a lot easier to get sunburns, a lot easier to get damaged, there's much greater risk of skin cancer. So I wanted to make sure I was careful, and I kept getting sunburned all the time. So they told me, get a polo shirt and just put the collar up, and you can protect your neck a lot easier. It looks stupid, or at least I think I look a little silly with it, but it really helps, especially if you're out and you don't have more sunscreen and you need something in a pinch. It's a really good way to sort of protect yourself. You know, just sort of close things off and make sure that you're okay in a pinch. So, cool story, a little bit of practical advice. If you're traveling around, it might be a good idea to bring a polo shirt, especially if you're going to be in a place with a lot of sun, just in case you're stuck without any sunscreen. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Feel free to leave likes and comments on the video. I will respond to them as soon as I can. Check out theradicaldreamer.com to see more than just videos, where I've got pictures and articles and a lot more stuff that's coming on the way. And follow me on Twitter at oneradicaldreamer.com, and if you want to contact me directly at contact@theradicaldreamer.com, I will be answering questions in future episodes of these videos as soon as I've got more to sort of go through at one time. So hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.